So, you're about to start the ARE 5.0, and you're stuck on the question every candidate asks first. Which division do I take first? Most videos on this give you an opinion. This one gives you data. We'll look at NCARB's 2024 published pass rates, the actual exam specs per division, the current exam fee, the real retake policy, and the score validity rules that replaced the old rolling clock in 2023. Then, we'll map those facts against what the major prep providers, PPI, Black Spectacles, Young Architect, and Amber Book, actually recommend. And I'll give you one order to follow for about 80% of cases, plus 3 scenarios where you should break it. Let's get into it. Let's start with the numbers, because every decision we make in this video depends on them. These are the 2024 pass rates published by NCARB. PcM, 48%. PjM, 60%. PA, 61%. PPD, 47%. PDD, 55%. CE, 61%. Notice the spread. PA and CE are tied at the top at 61%. PPD and PcM are tied at the bottom, around 47 to 48%. That 14-point gap is real, and it's going to matter when we pick an order. Exam length. PcM is the shortest at 2 hours, 40 minutes. PPD and PDD are the longest at 4 hours, 5 minutes each. And the cost. Every division is $257. 6 divisions, if you pass every one on the first try, costs you $1,542. Every fail adds another $257 plus a mandatory 60-day wait. So bad sequencing doesn't just cost you time, it costs real money. Here's the part that surprises most candidates. NCARB has no official recommended order. Their exact language is, quote, "You can take the divisions in any order," end quote. That's it. So when someone tells you you have to take PcM first, or everyone takes CE last, they're giving you prep provider advice, not NCARB policy. Here's what the 4 biggest prep providers actually recommend. PPI, which is Kaplan, recommends clustering PcM, PjM, and CE together first, then PA in the middle, then PPD and PDD at the end. Young Architect has essentially the same structure. PcM, PjM, and CE first, in any order. Then PA, PPD, PDD. Black Spectacles puts the divisions in project chronology order. PcM, then PjM, PA, PPD, PDD, and ends with CE. And Amber Book rejects the premise entirely. They recommend studying all 6 simultaneously and taking the exams in a short window. 3 of 4 providers agree on the same opening cluster: PcM, PjM, and CE first. That's the consensus we're going to build our recommended order around. Let's talk about content overlap, because this is the single biggest factor in sequencing strategy. Here's what NCARB officially says about it. Quote, "The testing model allows us to test a specific topic from the perspective of several divisions." End quote. So overlap is real, and NCARB confirms it. But here's the honest caveat. NCARB does not publish an exact overlap percentage between divisions. Anyone telling you PcM and PjM share 40% of content is guessing. What we can say, by reading the published objectives for each division, is this. PcM and PjM have high overlap. AIA contracts, risk management, project delivery, insurance, financial oversight. PjM and CE have high overlap on A201 general conditions, submittals, RFIs, changes, and payment applications. PPD and PDD have high overlap on building systems, envelope, materials, code compliance, and specifications. Then PA and PPD share site analysis, zoning, and programming. That's medium. PDD and CE share specifications and construction documents, also medium. And finally, PcM and PA share almost nothing, different cognitive domains entirely. That map is the foundation of the recommended order. Here's the order: PcM, then PjM, then CE, then PA, then PPD, then PDD. This order is supported by PPI and Young Architect, and it aligns with the high overlap pairs NCARB's own objectives layout. Here's the logic and sequence. PcM to PjM is a high overlap transition. Contracts, risk, delivery methods, insurance, all reused. PjM to CE is another high overlap transition. A201, submittals, CA responsibilities all carry over. That's 3 business and construction divisions chained together. Then CE to PA is an intentional reset, minimal overlap. You're pivoting from the business side brain to the design side brain. Expect a 2-week ramp up on new material. Then PA to PPD is medium overlap. Site analysis, zoning, programming, schematic logic carryover. And finally, PPD to PDD. This is the biggest carryover of any transition. Building systems, envelope, materials, code compliance, specifications. If you take these 2 back to back, you can prep PDD in roughly half the time it would take as a standalone division. That's the whole strategy. 3 high overlap chains, 1 intentional reset in the middle, and the hardest division, PPD at 47%, positioned right before its easier sibling. Here's the alternative, the pass rate path, ranked easiest to hardest by 2024 NCARB pass rates. CE at 61%, PA at 61%, PjM at 60%, PDD at 55%, PcM at 48%, PPD at 47%. This order is designed for one use case. You need a confidence win before you face the hardest divisions. Maybe you failed your first attempt. Maybe you've been away from studying for a year. Maybe this is your first professional exam ever, and you need to prove to yourself you can actually pass one of these. The trade-off is real. You lose the overlap chaining from the recommended order. CE to PA is a minimal overlap reset. PcM to PPD is unrelated content. Total prep hours go up by roughly 10 to 15% compared to the recommended order. But if the alternative is failing your first division and losing momentum entirely, the trade-off is worth it. The work-aligned override. Less a fixed sequence, more a principle. Start with a division that matches what you actually do at your firm every day. If you're in construction administration, start with CE. RFIs, submittals, punch lists, pay apps are your everyday vocabulary. If you're a project architect or project manager, start with PjM. Schedules, budgets, team coordination, client contracts, daily reps. If you're a principal or partner, start with PcM. Firm finances, HR, risk, legal structures, ethics, your operating reality. If you're doing production and CDs, start with PDD. Drawing details, coordinating specs, applying code every week. If you're doing early design and SD, start with PA. Programming, site analysis, zoning, feasibility. And if you're on the technical or system side, start with PPD. Envelope, MEP, structure, code as a system, already in your head. The payoff here is real. A work-aligned first division turns your 40-hour workweek into 10 to 15 hours of passive studying. That's genuinely free prep time, more valuable than any theoretical overlap advantage. If you fail a division, 2 NCARB rules determine your recovery timeline. Rule 1, the 60-day waiting period. You must wait at least 60 days after a failed attempt before you can retake the same division. But different divisions have no wait. You can keep moving on others. Rule 2. 3 attempts per rolling 12 months. You can attempt the same division a maximum of 3 times in any rolling 12-month period. A 4th attempt is only allowed once the oldest of the last 3 is more than 12 months old. Both of these rules are straight from NCARB's Retake Policy FAQ, revised and in effect right now. Here's the strategic implication most candidates miss. If you fail a division, do not sit and reread the same material for 60 days. That's wasted time. Use that window to knock out an adjacent, high-overlap division. So if you fail PCM, spend the 60 days studying PjM. Take that exam, then come back to your PCM retake. You'll have fresher context. You'll have passed something in the meantime, and your momentum stays intact. This is the single biggest retake strategy candidates leave on the table. This section is just as much about correcting misinformation as explaining a rule. You've probably heard about the 5-year rolling clock. Maybe a mentor warned you about it. Maybe you read about it on Reddit. Here's the truth. The rolling clock was retired on April 30th, 2023. It no longer exists. The old rule: past divisions expired 5 years after your first pass. If you didn't finish all 6 within that window, you had to retake the expired ones. Painful. The new rule: it's called the Score Validity Policy. Your past divisions now stay valid for the current ARE version, 5.0, plus the next version. NCARB commits to at least 18 months' notice before retiring any version. When they made this change in 2023, over 6,000 previously expired credits were reinstated. Practically, what this means for you: there is no per-division expiration timer anymore. You can pace your 6 divisions without clock panic. That said, pacing them too slowly still hurts. You forget material, you lose momentum, and the objectives do get updated. Like the April 2026 changes just rolled out. So still, move with intention. Just don't let clock anxiety drive your decisions. Let's bring it home. The recommended order, supported by PPI and Young Architect, and aligned with the high overlap pairs in NCARB's own objectives: PcM PjM CE, PA, PPD PDD. This works for about 80% of candidates. 2 override conditions. Override 1, work-aligned start. If your daily job maps cleanly to one division, start there instead of PCM. Construction admin, start with CE. Production drawing CDs, start with PDD. Principal running a firm, PCM is already the right start. Job overlap beats topic overlap every time. Override 2, confidence rebuild. If you're coming off a fail or a long study gap, start with CE or PA, both at 61% pass rate, and rebuild momentum before you face PPD or PcM, the 2 hardest divisions. Every division I mentioned in this video has a complete foundational and advanced guide right here on this channel. All of them sourced from AHPP, AIA documents, IBC, and NCARB objectives. Use this recommended order as your spine and the complete guides as your deep dive content. Good luck out there! Go get licensed!